Chris, this is Gross Models, and welcome to a short series on a new build as a companion piece to the Fan-Home R2-D2 that I'm building. I have managed to source and pick up one of these. Look, Star Wars BB-8. It's half scale, so it should be roughly the same scale as the R2 build. The box, obviously this is just the lid, because the box is quite big, as you can see, and quite heavy. It's got lots of lovely details on it. It's got the little thumbs up thing. I don't know that it's actually got the data thing in it, but it's certainly got a pack drawer that it will fit into. And it's got the lightning thing and a little claw thing, and yeah. So, yes. This first video is going to be, first of all, an introduction, a quick look at the box, and then I'll have a look through the instructions when we go down to the bench and start putting together the framework for the body. I don't know how many videos, how long it's going to take. It's not a big build. I mean, it's a big build, but it's not a long, complex build, so it shouldn't take very long to do. So I'm thinking it'll probably be a couple of videos, maybe 3. It won't be a big series, and it should be done very, very shortly. So, without further ado, I'll go down to the bench and we'll see what the instructions have to say. Right, this look through the instruction book is really going to be a look through the instruction book. This kit, as far as I'm aware, has never been available in the UK. This has been imported from Japan, so it's all in Japanese, or mainly in Japanese. Obviously, there's some things that aren't, hence BB-8 and half-scale plastic model kit, but most of the instructions are indeed in Japanese. Now, my Japanese is somewhere between absolutely non-existent and absolutely non-existent. I know nothing about the writing. The spoken language I'm absolutely non-existent in, but the written one I've got absolutely no clue. So yes, it'll be based entirely on the pictures and what information I can get from Google Translate. So yes, we've got lots of parts and they're all quite big, so yeah, that's going to be the fun thing. Now, as far as I can gather, there is an optional pack for this which has got extra lights for around the head. I don't have that one. I do have the one that's got one light in it, which is this light here, which I've already put together and put batteries in, and lights up very, very red, very brightly. So that I will be installing into the main eye as it is installed, and going from there. I'm not going to worry about lighting the rest of it, because me and lighting, I can do it, but I don't see the point in doing it because I'm never going to be turning back on again. So I won't be doing that. What we will be doing is the body frame unit, which are basically some panels that interlock, and then some more that interlock around it. I'm not sure what all these check bits are. I think these mean you don't have to glue it, I think, but I haven't found any instructions for that. I haven't seen them pictured anywhere other than on the actual model itself. So yeah, so once we've got the framework together, then we've got to put on the panels, which some of which need constructing. Actually, pretty much all of them need constructing. They go around all the way around there, several pages of that. There we go, until they've got panels on all of the surrounding areas. Then the triangular interlocking pieces need to go in place, which looks fairly easy. It will stand on the base. Then the head unit, again, not a difficult build. It all just slots together. As I say, this is where the light unit fits into the eye, and then the eye fits on there, so you can take that off to light it up if you want to turn it on, and then put it back in place. Obviously a few other little bits here. It's fairly standard Bandai engineering, so it's not going to take a lot of brain power. Pretty much just following the instructions. E5 goes in there, E4 goes in there. They just push together. I don't think I'm going to need any glue for any of this at all. This is the extra LED pack, which I say I haven't got, so I don't need to worry about that. Rest of the head unit obviously going together. Then you're putting the head on with the antenna. Then comes the extra bits, the lightning, the little can openery thing, and the thumbs up lightning thing. Now it says about this drawer that opens that obviously, I don't know, A10 might be a thing on its own, might be a sticker. I don't know. I haven't figured those out yet. But that's that. And then on the end, obviously at the back, See, it pictures this down here. I haven't seen what this was, but I think that's to do with the marking. They're like stickers, or I don't think they're decals. I think they are actually stickers for a couple of parts, mainly on the arms by the looks of it. But that's obviously what we're going to end up with at the end. So let's have a quick look at some of the parts. Not that part. I'll get that out of the way. I'll get that out of the way as well. They're all nicely packaged in bags. So this gives you an idea as to the scale of the whole thing. Where are we? What was the bit that I was looking for? Yeah, there we go. Bag full of orange bits as well. So these are obviously the main side central panels, which the white bits fit into with some silvery bits inside, and then these go around the outside of those. So that gives you an idea as to the scale of the thing. It's basically, I think it stands at about a foot tall. So it's not huge, but BB-8 is obviously not that huge anyway. So we've got lots and lots of bags of parts. There's one other interesting part which you can't see because it's transparent. There's the base. It says Star Wars on it, and obviously it stands up on there, so he won't roll away. But you can't really see it unless you look too close. There's a few other transparent parts on there as well, and then we have the other part of different coloured pieces. Some of the arms, looks like probably the top cover. That's the eye, and there we have, yeah, they are indeed stickers. So I'll be putting those in the right places. Only a few little detail stickers, so it's not going to be, covering over large areas and going to look rough. So that is that. That looks like the back where the eye battery pack and the bulb is going to sit. So that's that. I'm going to start obviously now with the first part, the internal frame. Whether this video is just the internal frame, depends how long it takes to build it, really. I think the internal frame is probably just going to be, like 6 parts, so it'll probably be more than that. I'll probably do this and the panels, or at least some of the panels. We'll see how it goes. So I shall see you very shortly with some stuff on the bench. Okay, the first 3 parts we've got here, 2 of them, one still on the sprue. It's a model kit. You've got to give a quick how to get things off the sprue. Basically, wire cutters, sprue cutters will remove it from the sprue, just like that. And you can put the other one out of the way for using later. Now this is obviously all internal frame, so you probably don't need to worry about anything with sanding or anything, but just in case there's any nubs and things that might potentially interfere, it's generally worth giving them a quick sand down just to make sure it's nice and smooth. So yeah, part's probably not going to cause any trouble, but why take the chance when you can sand it down? I'm not worrying about the seam lines obviously on there because, why would you? So that's that. So these, let's see, it keeps saying check. I'm not sure exactly what I'm meant to be checking, but I am going to check to make sure that I get this the right way round, because obviously that's very confusing. That looks like it's that way round. So we've got these 2 bits going down, that one different at the bottom. So this was H2, which is going on that side, that way up into the whole cross section. And it does indeed fit across there, like that. This one will go, again, that same way up. Can't get it the wrong way up because of the shaping and the pieces, so even if you had a bag of bits, you'd probably get it the right way round. So there we have that. I'm not entirely certain what it is I'm meant to be checking. Yeah, it must be the orientation of these side panels by the looks of it. So if I'm checking that one, it should look like that. It does. And that one should look like that. It does. Yes, I've got to have them the right, in case you had the base the wrong way round by the looks of it. I don't know how you could, but possibly you could. Right, so I'm not going to film absolutely every step of this because some of it is going to be exactly the same again. I'm going to get the other 2 on there, and then we'll see about something different, which is going to be the making up one of the internal panels. Okay, that's the 4 parts from this stage. I know you can only really see 3. There's a 4th one there. There's a clear part, which is going into that bit there for some reason. Again, you can only get it one way around. It's shaped. It's got a larger hole and a small hole. as often, these Bandai kits really are made for absolutely anybody to make. So that just fills in that little window in there. Then this is going on to here. Oh, I forgot. Got to cut off some internals on this. Now, I have been a little more conscientious on the nub removal of these parts than I was the internal framework, because this is obviously going to be external. Although a lot of this, they've cunningly placed the nubs in such places that you're not going to see them, even if you didn't fully get rid of them, because it's all going to be behind closed doors, as it were, inside, under gating and stuff like that. So this just pops onto there and will indeed just push into place like that. And then this just goes onto there. Now I'm fairly certain it's only going to go one way. There's going to be enough different sized holes and things like that, so it will only go one way. I don't know which way that is though, offhand. Just looking at it, I can't tell. There's a big one there. It's these two pieces and a big side panel over there. That's intriguing. Let's see if we can't figure it out from there. That's that way round, and that's got that swirly pattern on it that way round. So it looks like it's going to go like that. Is that going to line up okay? Yeah, the big hole there where that tube's going to go through. And everything else just lines up in place. I'm not sure why this is here at the back, but that's probably where it all fits together. So a little bit of creaking, a little bit of squeezing, and that is quite nice. Now, I don't know yet. I think I'm going to be building this as a finished, pristine build, like a new factory fresh. I don't think I'm going to have it as anything weathered or anything like that, but I don't know. Until I've finished it and got it all seen, I don't know for sure. So this is this. Then that goes onto the completed internal structure that we have. Now, I don't know which way up any of this goes, so we'll figure that one out as we go. It's saying to check things. Obviously, these are all the directions of the different parts. So this is going on to one that's straight across. Let's see anything. And so there's a bit in here that looks a bit like that maybe, but that isn't the same as that. That is. Could it be that? It could be. It's got that same shaping across the top. So let's have a look. That is where that one's going. That's saying the bit under here should be that shape. And it is. So far so good. I'm still liking this one. It's saying the one over there should be circular with a flat side, which it is. Just like that one there. And then that one over that side should be at that angle with a big round peg there, which it is. So this is going on to there. Ah, there we go. Then we've got the shape on the inside there, obviously, is going on there with these two outside areas holding in place on there. So that should just fit on like that. And if that doesn't give you an idea as to the outside diameter of the base unit, nothing will. It's going to be like that. It's going to roll around on that, and that is quite nice, even if I do say so myself. So that's that. Basically, we're doing the same with other things. I will film these because they're all a little bit different, and then we'll get them on there. So I'll get the parts ready for the next stage and then come and install it. This part is a little bit different. We've got a couple of coloured pieces. There's basically red and blue, which are going to be little indicator lights in there. They're not lights, and you can't get them the wrong way around because one hole is bigger than the other. So we put that one down in there. Now the internal of this BB-8 unit is obviously going to be dark, so there won't be any light coming through these. So I'm wondering just what difference they'll actually make. You can see them. Even blacked off, you can still see that they're different colours. It's all good. It's all adding to the mystery and the feel of it all. So this is just popping in there, much the same as the other one did. And that is popping in there. I have noticed that these L1, there's like 3 L1s. They're all the same. They're all exactly the same, which is why it's important to get these the right way round so they fit through and into it. So that has saying, make sure that circular bit is up there, and make sure that is some way round that I can't quite make out. The big gap is up that side, so that's going next to the big gap. So does that fit together like that? It does. These square bits fit inside there, that fits in there. Yeah, it all goes together almost like it's been planned that way. So yeah, so that bit's not going down there for some reason. Maybe that's just not quite right. There we go. A little bit of bending and distorting. Why it's important to make sure you haven't got any nubs. That's that there. It looks like there's a little curvy battery compartment in there that doesn't actually open, but could do. Nice, another panel done. Now we've got to put this in the right place on that. So we've got this one there with the 3 lines down the bottom here. So this is going next to it down there. It says to check that it's that way. It is indeed that way. So that will only go on that way round. Right, because yes, we're not using these. We're using the circular holes over there this time round. And that is going on there. Just like that. So yeah, it's coming together. Next one is probably going to be much the same. Yep, we're just doing another thing. Oh no, this is the one with the drawer in it by the looks of it, assuming I've not turned over too many pages. Let's double check. No, that's page 6, so this is page 8. So yeah, I'll get the parts ready for that. That's going to be an interesting one. See you in a moment. So the next stage is one of the more complicated ones yet. We've got a whole little thing to build. I think it's the drawer assembly for the map chip, which I still don't know if we get or not. So we've got to put these in somewhere. Hang about, that's not that way round. That's that way round. It's got to be that way round, hasn't it? These are going to go sort of in there. Inside, right. Don't get that. It's not that way up. It's got to be that way up. Oh, right. There's little bars and things on there. So, okay. It just affixes on the inside. And again, with those on there. Little detail. I'm impressed. I mean, the tiny little detail. I shouldn't be impressed because it's Bandai. They're going to have tiny little detail. But on such a big kit, it just seems not out of place, but unusual. Right, this is saying something about that going in there like that into there. There are slot for that. Ah, there we go. Goes in there, right. And then that goes on there that way around like that. Yeah, that fits in. Okay, again, just detail, I think, rather than being anything else. I'm not sure about that post that I just put in. That must do something, surely. Right, let's get that way around for this next part. It says make sure that curves in that way, which obviously it should. That's go like that in there. Okay, I think I've got the curves the right way. It wouldn't work if it was the other way. It's got to be there. Okay, then we need the big panel that I haven't got yet in one. I knew there'd be one bit that I'd forget. Get all the parts out in one. It's the one with the slots in it, and it's that one. There's a one next to it as well there. Yep, good. Right, let's get this snipped off, tidied up, and assembled. I think I've got everything else ready for the part, but then again, I'd forgotten about that one, so I might well have forgotten about something else. Let's find out. A little bit of tidy up just on the nubs there. They're going to be fitted into the orange piece anyway, but you need to make sure it's not got protuberance that's going to push out the orange bit and make it not flow, not fit quite as nicely as it should. There we go. That one feels okay. Let's do that one. Might not have been enough on that one, I don't think. No, they were on the edges there, weren't they? Anyway, that's that. So that's that way round. It's not that bit that we've been playing around with. It's the new bit. Oh, it fills in those gaps there, obviously. There we go. Then comes the fun parts. This has got to have these two parts fitted to it. Little blue coloured bit in the middle, with the red bits either side. That works. Some sort of hatch fingerprint scanner thing or something, maybe. That's going to go onto there, like that, and that goes on the other side of it to hold it all in place. So that bit will open, I think. It's got to be the plan, isn't it? It's got a hinge thing on it. It's got a slide open on it. There we go. There we go. So that will close. Oh, it's got the finger groove up there, so you can grab it to open it for whatever. Is that where the attachments go? I don't know. But yeah, that clips down nice and flush, and you can still get your finger under it. So that was that. That was that, actually. Then we've got to put that in there. Again, check. Let's get that the same way around as that, with that slot there. That with that one there. All fits together. Lovely. Squish it all together. Nice. So you've got that, and that opens up still. Oh, I pushed it too far. There we go. From the inside it does. So when that shuts down, grab it. It might need, yeah, if that sits very, very flush, then you can still grab it. That's okay. Just be careful not to over close it. So that's that. Now we've got to do this bit. All right, this fits into there with that on that side. So that just goes there. Oh, this is where that's obviously going to come out of there. So when you open that, oh, I get that. When you open that, that actually feeds that out just that little bit. And by putting that, that closes the hatch over as well. That's quite cool. So you can slide that, and that should come open until that catches in there. So that comes out as far as that, which is cool. You can still see the bits of detail around it. And when you close that up, it starts to close the hatch. And then falls out the back, because nothing attaches it yet. There are some bits that I haven't sorted out yet. I didn't look to the next page. Right, let me find those, and then we'll attach it to the main body. Right, that's the three parts here. Oh look, it's cute. We got part R2. Just because we miss R2. Oh, R2. Oh. That's going down the bottom there somewhere. Get it the right way round. Shaped that way, I think. And that goes in there, on there. Oh, there's a pin there. And a little bar that's going to come out the little slot there. Just about like that, but a little bit further down. Right, that needs a little bit more squashing on, but that's not a problem. Do that with this. There we go. So that's that. A2 is the red one that goes above it. Again, it's got some more detail on there. Get it the right way around so the curvature works. It's the little bits of colour that work. So you've got the little red, the little clear, and the blue on obviously on other parts. That goes over there somehow. Why? It's got to be that way, I think. Is that going to go over that bit? It says to check. Yeah, it's that way around. Okay, I assume that just sort of holds things in place a little bit more securely. It's got a little black bar down there. That's quite cool. That is going to go on the other side. This is going to fall out again, isn't it? This just pops over the other panel. So again, looks like a door that'll open, but isn't. That's all fine. I like that. I don't mind misleading people a little bit. So it looks like that's not a door, or that is a door. So that's fine. So this is then going to go back on there. And we're going to have to find the right bit. So if we get that way round. No, I think it's that way round. Yes, because that looks like that. This is that one going on there with the... No. Yes. Yes, because that's the round one there, like that. I think. No. That's round the back there. Is that? Yeah. Yes, this is that one, because it's got the 4 attach points on there. So that will go on there like that. Now then that can't fall out backwards because it's got a little step against it. I'm sure something else is going to hold that a little bit better in place there eventually. So that's that, I'm pretty sure. I've just got 3 more of these panels to build. Yep, I'll get the parts ready for the next couple and get them together. Okay, I've got the parts for the next couple. That's one I'm not doing yet. This is the one that I'm doing first. We've got to put the blue bit inside there. Oh, right, so it's just the 4 little lines that come through. It says it's easy and then has trouble doing it. That sounds about right for me. That's that. If that home just a little bit more, you can see the little blue bits coming out of there a little bit. So that's that. That goes into here. It'll obviously only go one way around. I forgot to get the pieces out of the middle. And I also forgot to get the pieces out of the middle of the next bit. That actually before I put that away. Just a little bit there. Even a little bit there. That side. Cool. Right, that's that. So that's the, again, I'm going to go one way. That's got to be that way. Pops through into place. All snap fit. No glue required for any of this, although that's not quite snap fitting, but I'm sure that will be when that goes in here, which is what happens next. Again, quite easily get that lined up that way round. There we go. Well, that's, yeah, it's got like a missing, not missing, but missing. That's that. Actually, that's not quite down. Okay, that's better. Now that bit that I was having trouble with has mysteriously gone away, and that is all fine. I'll put that on there in a moment, but I'm going to do this one first. 3 little clear piece goes in there. Again, we'll only go one way around because of the size of holes. They really do make it almost foolproof. So transparent block across there. That's going into there. Again, we'll only go one way around because of all the shaping. Nice. And that, again, there's only one square block, square hole. It's got to go that way. Onto there. Right, let's put that over to one side a moment. Let's get this on the right bit. Where is that going? We've got the 3 over there. It's got that shape, which is that shape. So that goes up there. Again, even if you didn't have the instructions, eventually you'd be able to jigsaw it all together. And that's that one. So this one has got the round bit. It's got to be there, isn't it? or it could be there. No, it's a flat side, so it's not that one. It is indeed that one. So that is that on there. One more to go. Let's get the last one done, and then we'll call that an end for this video. Okay, I believe that this is all the parts for the final round panel. We are putting a coloured piece into the top there. Get that the right way around so it will fit. Yep, and a red bit in there, and a clear bit into onto the front there. That's interesting. So again, make sure you get it the right way around, which I think I have. Make sure before I push this one down, it's got 2 slots on there, and thick one and a little one. So yeah, you can't, it won't go in if you've got it the wrong way around. It won't go in if you do get it the right way around, if you don't line it up properly as well. So that's quite cool. There's a little surround to a little button. That isn't really a button, but there we go. So that is then going into here. Again, so it's got to line up with the things. There we go. Cool. Again, a little bit wobbly, but won't be once we get the other surrounds on. Is that in there properly? Yeah, it is. It's flush. That's okay. They're just undercut, undersunk, which is fine. Now we're taking this, and this is... that's not actually going anywhere. I don't quite understand that line. Oh, it's going in there, obviously. Okay, so that pops in there, becomes some sort of hinge. Then this cover goes over there. Now I did translate this, and the Translate app comes back and says, push strongly, do not. So there's a little bit of Yoda going on here. It's obviously got a catch that you can break if you squeeze it too much. So push it in from the middle, not the end. So that's there like that, and that will then clip into there. I like the different types of connections and fittings. It makes it all a little bit different, a little bit unusual. So that will actually go through further than that. Oh, but it will actually open. So when you open it, you can actually put it forward a bit to open it wider. Okay, I like that. That works. That's that. That's that. I've got to check to get it the right way around, obviously. What have we got? We've got 2 holes. Got to be like that, because that's the hole right next to that. This is the part where we're going to be attaching the arms and things to. So yeah, that closes and then just locates further down to make it flush. Right, so no prizes for guessing where this one's going to go or which way round it's going to go. We've got a square peg, round peg, off-centered thing. It's going on there like that, and pushing home. So there. Okay, apologies if there's a bit of a jump cut there, but I was going to finish there, but then I figured there's only this page of finishing off the entire body with the last few panels, so I'm going to go ahead and do those. Now I've cut off all of the P ones. There's actually 2 P1s and 6 P2s, as well as a couple of other ones. There's an O's that I've got to get to later. I haven't cut those off yet. But starting off with these, we have, by the looks of it, this is that bit with the thing on there. So on this part here, we have to put a P1. So they obviously only go one way because you've got the shaped piece, and that should... Oh, it's starting to... Oh, I like that. Right, now there's P2s basically all the way around this-ish here. So again, they'll only go one way because of the cutouts, but they're all identical. So you can't even get them wrong, even if you tried. You might be able to try and put one wrong, but you wouldn't be able to. So that's going on there. Next one, with that downwards, is on there. And then this one, way around. Just pushing together. And that works. That looks like BB-8 now, doesn't it? It really does. There's a little, that not so great. I think that just needs a bit of love and pushing, and they'll be together fine. So I shall get the rest of those together and we'll see how it looks on the stand. The stand I have previously cut off, and that basically will just sit on there like that, so it won't rattle around. So let me get the last few bits on and figure out why these ones are different, and I shall be back momentarily. Right, I found out why these ones are different. They're the ones with the circular holes inside them. I don't know why these have got circular holes on them, but they have. So opposite this one needs to be the other one with the post. So this piece needs to go in there, just like that. And the final piece, did it say that? As far as I can tell, these are both the same, so it doesn't really matter which way up it goes, apart from the drawers opening and things like that. So that is the last piece on there. So we have now the beach ball in its entirety is complete. This is a bit that doesn't open. No, where's the bit that opens? There's one. Yeah, so this is the bit with the drawer in it, which has now sunken in too far. So let's see. You know, do it that way. It moved a little bit. It might be possible to do it like that. It might. Yeah, there we go. Look. So that's the part with the drawer in it, which obviously has to be that way up. You don't really want that down the bottom. So I'm going to make that the top, like that. So that will go in there. The top will close down. There we go. It falls just a little bit too far, but there we go. So that will go onto the base that way up. I decided. So there we have him. He moves a little bit that way, and obviously rotates freely, well, freely-ish. So that is that. That is the end of this video. I shall return very shortly for the next part, which is the head, obviously, and the arm, tool arms. So thank you very much for joining in with this. Hopefully you've enjoyed the build. Do let me know in the comments if you have. Let me know in the comments if you haven't as well. But that's it for now. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. I shall see you soon. Bye-bye for now.